Hey, what's up? We are going to do something basically the same but a bit different. We're going back in time. This is the lo-fi version. This is basically a playlist or a Whitefield podcast. I have no idea. I took some stuff that came from live shows that I already showed, but that makes sense now. So a bit of that. I'll talk. You'll watch, I guess. Not just black metal. I've been listening to some other stuff. I didn't go through a death metal month or summer, so I don't have any death metal to show. It is mostly punk, hardcore stuff, and yeah, a lot of black metal. Where to begin? Saturday, so it's a bit of a week update. Bear with me. Saturday, we went to the Vet Bunnens Ende Alkerdeel and Lubertas show. Yeah, I made it. I had to make it. The original date is on here, Saturday, February 6th, 2021, so almost 2 years. Couldn't pass it up. Yeah, it was great. Lubertas was very loose in playing, but still very aggressive, very hard. Yeah, but on the raw side, but yeah, with some good songs in there. The Plagen, their record, I have it on tape. I enjoyed that when it came out and was a good show. The only thing is that the drummer is a vocalist and the bass player is vocalist. I think maybe the guitar player here and there, but their voices are kind of the same. So it's kind of would be cooler if they had two voices. But yeah, that was the show on Saturday. There was no Babylon Doom Cult merch, so I don't have too much. I have a bunch of flyers from Nomad Snake Pit Productions, I think. Yes, some cool stuff they're doing. They have a lot of Svartsin stuff coming out. What's this? In Battle. Those have been out for a while. Then the Chalice. I have no idea what this is. Have to check it out. Yeah, your flyers. This is the Svartsin to full length, I think. Bloodline and His Majesty Nomad Snake Pit Bandcamp. On the back, I'm showing flyers for God's sake. I'll blast through them. Here we go. I have no idea who these people are. And then two more. Bad Omen, that is. Pretty fun demo if you want to check it out. There is some new stuff. I'll dig into that later. Let's stay on point. At the show, Peter from the Pankraker, Peter Koesaert, was selling his zine. Now, it is a weird looking zine. It's folded in half, but it's basically, like a, yeah, half A4, or how do you want to call it? It is in this issue, number 1. Let's see, the Pankraker magazine 1, Dutch Black Metal Special, Part 1. Black Metal in the Land of the Wooden Shoes, the story of Dutch black metal, Necroschisma, Bestial, Summoning, Lyre of Golgotha, and then a listen to. So, yeah, it. I haven't delved in completely, but it's those three bands that are the what he hangs it with, what he hangs the entire thing up. But there's also, yeah, like I said, Bestial Summoning. Yeah, there is some newer stuff in here too, because I've seen Orlok, I've seen Dempstervold pop up, Evil Feast with Untar, so the, yeah, even Maurice is in here, Morayot, and Necromantic Worship, Throne is in here, so Nachtgraaf. It's a very good looking zine, nicely screen printed, there you go, love the logo, love how it looks, it's actually the cover. So yeah, support it. I don't know if he's selling it online. Probably is through Instagram, but yeah, it's worth digging in. It's in English, which is also a plus for the rest of the world. Lyre of Golgotha. I have to show you something. Maybe one more. Yeah, to listen to a list. This is a nice. I have no idea. Alphabetical list of what he was listening to when he was making this. I guess limited to 200. Get your hands on it if you are into, the history of Dutch black metal. Came with 2 stickers, the goats, and then this one. Very cool. Peter, nice. €3. I mean, come on. Let's see. There were some new releases that I wanted to highlight. The first one is Waimir, which came out today on Werewolf Records, the digital version, with Aeons of Sorrow. I really enjoyed their previous one, the blue one, I think, self-titled, Aeons of Sorrow, will be the new full-length. And then Power AD, a tape on Crypt of the Wizards, the label, not the store. That is basically the heavy metal brainchild, Iron Maiden worship of the guy behind Till, and some companions, artwork by Ease, of course. So yeah, those are two. And then, oh yeah, the raw piece was, I have something in my eye. Raw piece was presented today. Not that there is music, but they made aware that No Hope, their record, is coming out on Loner Cult. I think maybe this year, but I am not sure. Was there one more? No, that was it. So yeah, 3 new releases. 2 that are out. The Weimer is listenable on Bandcamp. Our AD is on Bandcamp. I'm not sure where else to get it at this point. So yeah, that was that. Tape came in today that we'll talk about in a minute. The new Forbidden Temple. But first, a trade I did. And there's some 12 inches too we're listening to. It will come up, but yeah. This one, Ivis, which I'm going to see in December. I've been completely into live shows again. A buddy of mine predicted it. Still drinking out of a dirty glass just to get some antibodies in me. But yeah, let's go. I have to change the record in a minute, I guess, but we'll do this first. I did a trade with Bolwarke on Instagram. I'm still blanking on his real name, even though I sent him a package, but there are so many names. Nope, this one. There are so many names on Instagram. I talked about it before. I have sent him the Fellwinter Blood of Victors. I had 2, and I traded it basically for this one, the From Ruin and Emptiness Destroyed Remains and the Absent Beauty. Now this came in yesterday. I have not found the time to dive in, but it's on Perverse Homage, as they usually are, those tapes. Side A, Preludes, Possession, Descent, and The Taste of Foul Bloods. That is the A side. Here it is. Classic Sanguine Relic. There's nothing in here. Classic Sanguine Relic pictures. They all do kind of this, and that is everything they need to do. Comes on this nice, or in this nice gold case. I think Tristan on Instagram said it kind of differs from his earlier work or his well-known work. I still have to dig in, but there you go. That came in. He decided to throw in a promo tape, the mixtape May 2022 from Go to Warx. There you go. Very nice He-Man with a cat hat, of course. And very sturdy tapes. He has good material. Daddy has. As if I'm telling something new. There is a track list, but it won't do you any good. The only thing I know for sure is that Circle of Ouroboros is on here, but it's all in a language I can't read, so yeah. Looked it up a bit, but not enough. Sorry. There you go, a promo. And then he threw in this weird thing. This is the Seigneur Volant, Le Jour de Dieu, son compte. The days of God have been counted, or however it translates. It's not a weird patch, it's just the record cover, but what's weird with it is that it has a Velcro background, so you can sew the Velcro on your jacket and then, I don't know, a removable Senior Volant patch, I guess. Yeah. Polak, these trades are always the best, the littlest, but the best, so thank you. I hope your tape shows up together with some of the promo. That's it. We are going to go into records a bit, into tapes a bit. We are filming for 9 minutes. I don't want to make this an hour, so short about each record. Cheers. We're back. There we go. Warthog to kick things off. This is, again, all Warthog 7 inches are called Warthog. Title Warthog. This is Larry's band. As you can see, there he is. There he is. On Static Shock, this one, I think, Beach Impediment for the American version. I'm not sure. Should be maybe on here somewhere. Comes with this nasty poster, chain whip, and then all the lyrics. I hope they play soon, but yeah. Four Walls, Digital Tumor, which I loved that title, Digital Tumor. Terrestrial Progress, recorded, blah, 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 Queens, New York, mixed by Will Killingsworth. He's still alive, awesome. Front cover by Alexander Hare, of course. All other artwork and layout by Matteo Cartagena. There you go. All songs written by Lawrence W. Arthog on Static Shock. The European or English version of this one. Did I show the back? Yes, I did. Then there is just a black 7-inch. There was a blue one. There was, I don't know, some other material, but yeah. That's a good one. Is there something else in here? This came from distro in France. I don't know if this is the distro, but yeah. France stinks. I don't know. That was that. Warthog, always a pleasure. They don't need to do anything, but a full length would be very cool. Then two records I have not talked about ever, I think, on this channel because I never got my hands on them. Mainly because this one was long sold out and not available here, and the other one is because it's spanking new. This is High Visibility from England. This is the singer guy, and I think the drummer, if I'm not mistaken, were in Dirty Money. That two-step hardcore band. I wasn't following hardcore at that time, so I know them by proxy, but I actually don't know. They have a new band, and they have taken the entire post-punk, Wire, Cocteau Twins, Oasis, even Echo and the Bunnymen, maybe that kind of weird punk, and then transformed it into an English variant with hardcore backgrounds, political backgrounds, especially on the second one. But yeah, the first one was called No Sense, No Feeling. I absolutely love this record. We have been listening to it, but I don't know if you are going to hear it. Choose Loose, Walking Wire, Stab, The Bastard Inside. Beautiful tracks, Voices, Altitude, my favorite, Blood Moon, and the new Asbestos, which is a brilliant closer. On Ven Records, not V-A-N, but V-E-N. This record is dedicated to the memory of David Statham, 87 to 18. There you go. Lyrics on the back. And this is the red version. There were a few pressings of this one, but yeah. Evil Greed had it together with this one, the new one. Blending. Yeah, and they are, I mean, it's just good music. I put it on for a few people here. They all loved it. It's on Deus Records. That also blanking on the other band. Talk for Hours. 151 Alcohol Blending Trauma Bonds, which was a single. Fever Dream, I think, was a single. Morality Test, Join Hands, and Shame. Really weird choice to emboss the band photo, but yeah, never saw that one. Nice touch. It seems the drummer is the main driving force behind the band. I don't know if he writes the music. I mean, but I saw an interview or read an interview where the singer was singing the drummer's praises. So yeah. Second album opens the viewfinder wider than ever before, tackling class, politics, and the struggles of everyday life across 9 anthemic tracks. Powerful and biting album. Baggy groove, hazy swirl. Jesus. I've created my reality and I'm sticking to it. Limited edition of 800, and this is the clear, crystal clear? I'm not sure. They came a bit banged up. The package looked fine, so I guess Evil Greed kind of decided, yes, clear, to send me a banged up sleeve, but yeah, it is nothing too bad actually. But yeah, two beautiful records that I keep listening to. Nothing to do with black metal, absolutely nothing to do, but yeah. Variety is the spice of life. That was the microphone. But yeah, we'll trudge on. I'm going to change the records. There we go. It's basically just hanging out, I guess, as if you were here. We are now listening to Wolves. I've written it down. Wolves. It's hard to read. So many names. Wolves Wood, I think. W-U-T, Wolves Wood. with highest honor. This came out on us, and I'll talk about it a bit more. Yes, Asgard in 2022. I'll talk about it a bit more in a minute. Or can I go now? Yeah, I can go now. To wrap up the punk and to headbutt ourselves into black metal, this is the, I have no idea what it's called. And I mean the people I talk to about Horrible Room always called it Baby Skull Bat or something like it. Yeah, it's one of those Horrible Room records that is impossible to read just because it's in Russian and Cyrillic, and I don't know what they all are, but yeah. This came out on tape through, I think, New Era did one, and Nistang did the US version. Now, Horrible Room and Obscurant Visions did the LP version. This actually came out through Phantom Lure, which for the foreseeable future is handling their releases since they are located in Russia, of course. Regular people that are affected by some shitheads. Comes with this lyric sheet that absolutely is pointless for me, but yeah, the bats are cool. Love those drawings. There were 3 versions, a black one, a red and yellow, and then there's this one, the foam green, I guess, with the black blob in there. There's the bat, there's the baby skull. There you go. One of the better from Horrible Room, in my opinion, coming out last year. I think all the, not side bands maybe, because it's hard to follow when you can't read what's on the tapes, but all the tapes that New Era were doing were a bit too much on the hardcore side for me, or on the punk side, I should say. So it's, this one has that too, but it has a little bit more of the black metal going through it, like Leshy, for example. But yeah, like I said, hard to talk about a record that doesn't want to get talked about. But yeah, Baby Skull Bat or something like it. There were some flyers in here for Phantom Lure, Bloody Keep. I don't, once again, it's impossible to talk about these because I don't know what this music is. Comfy Scent and stuff like that. There's some black metal in here and there. Spider God, Orla Corpse. I know that cover, but that's about it. What is this? I don't know. But yeah, that is Phantom Lure. Why am I talking? Yes, the record. I also picked up the tape they had from Nistang in their distro. There we go, Nistang. Nice blue tape. It seems people are putting some care into tapes. It's not those stupid plastic throwaway things, but yeah, very nice case. This is Altered Heresy from Belgium, the one-man project who is on his 5th demo. Splits, I don't know, this is split with Dakhanavar. There you go, US band. This is closely linked to Wolfswood, this one. This is all the Astral sample, Astral Serpent, not sample, Astral Serpent with, here we go, Xarav, Xaghrav. They are both on Instagram, and I posted something in a story about the Dakhanavar, the new full length, just the artwork, which was done by the guy who did the Leviathan triple Abomination Maleo. And it's such a strong image. I can't show it because I don't have it printed or anything, but it's just a naked dude on a pile of bones, I guess, and he just sliced off his own head, something like that. But it's it's a very good cover. It will come out on Nistang, once again, the full length of the Dakhanavar on tape, and then Go to Warwick's is doing the vinyl version. This is, like I said, a split. There you go. Very nice looking J cards, Altered Heresy, Dakhanavar. And this is, or these are the band pictures. A duo for the US and then a solo for Belgium. Let's see, is there a name or anything on here? He who hesitates is lost. Astral Serpent guitars and bass and Sagraf guitars and incantations. Yeah, yeah, it's weird. I talked about, or I showed the picture, and they both started talking to me at the same time. We have been talking a bit, but more with the Astral Serpent. That's his name. I have to call him that. Yeah, good guys. They are people who are silently working. They have a list of releases that goes, especially DAS, that goes beyond. It's all under the Crucifixion Bell Bandcamp, but Crucifixion Bell is the main band. Everything else is splintered into Horrid Litany, Bloedamhang, The Glow of Sin split with Oxenhoved are the things I know best, but it's a lot. Crucifixion Bell I've checked, but I've never owned a copy or anything. So very prolific, very, yeah, integer. I don't know how to translate it into English, but yeah, I don't know. They just make music. They don't do memes or anything like it. So yeah, this is a split. Thank you to the guy behind Phantom War for procuring this for me. This is still blasting. Another one of the Astral Serpent bands. Virulent, Viridescent Funeral. Another band by him, and then we're going to stop for now. That's enough tips on where to get stuff. This will show up in the Astral update together with New Era, I guess. Then he is also, and that is the last thing I wanted to say about him in this one, because I kind of blanked on it last time I showed it in the video. He has the track Eclipsed Realm of the Poisoned Void in the Murder on Ponds compilation tape. So I kind of looked or noticed the logo, but yeah, see, if this is a logo with the light fixing, this one has it also, so it's kind of confusing who is playing in what and who is where. But yeah, also on this comp, so once again, very prolific. That is that. I did the trades. I have, let's see, first 12 inches and then Forbidden Temple, I guess, to close things off. I grabbed 3 records from, yeah, the guy from Forbidden Temple, so that actually lines up perfect. This one is the first one, Rhinoceros. From America, they have a bunch of material out. I have one that we are going to play. This one, the orange one. Had to grab the blue one simply because they are such a good band. They are, put them in the same category as the Crepusculo Negro, the Twilight Circle bands. This one is closely linked to Final Agony. Some of their stuff is on Final Agony, earlier stuff. Nothing much info-wise, but that is the case with this band. I think they are from Cali, California, that is. I don't know. I just guessed that. This is the blue version. There you go. I wonder if I'm playing this at the wrong speed, because high vis was 45, and I was. So yeah, they're good at playing, but they're not that good. Or not that fast, I should say. So yeah, this is the first one. This one I grabbed from Jochem. There you go. From his personal collection, Hell Bastardos, I think, on Discogs. The second one was with the main reason why I grabbed this, or grabbed this bunch of records. This is Tus Spake Zarathustra from Xantotol, I should say. Polish, early. I've written it down this time. This is from 95, but this is a re-release. The tape, I should say, is from 95. This is a re-release on the same label, which is Withering Hour and Witching Hour Productions. Sorry, they did the tape. There was a CD version too, but that was a different label. And the Nuclear War Now did all the re-releases. This is not the original cover, because the original cover is this one, The Devil, that I had on the long sleeve last video. Check that one out. Great records in that one too. Dus Spake Zarathustra, they're full length, I guess. There is a demo comp also on Nuclear War Now. But yeah, full. This is also a demo actually, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks on here. But then side B is, what did they put extra on here? Oh no. Maybe a full, because it has 7 tracks to tape also. Conqueror, Coming to the God Race, Aeon, Law, Fallen to Arise, Pride, Capri Sancti. May 95, there you go. One of the guys actually just left us. He died, limited to 333 copies, and this is 61. He died, I think, last month or something like that, so kind of sad. Early Polish, were they in the beginning of Temple of Full Moon? I've seen them pop up in articles in, to show the inside. Seen them pop up in articles and stuff like that, but yeah. There we go. Classic pictures. Just on black, nothing special. I've seen them pop up in interviews about Temple of Full Moon, so they were early, like I said, 2095, sorry, not 2005. The record is from, or the CD version is from around 2015, I think, something like that. Here we go. Yeah, some more records. Lineup: Mala, Venom on drums, and CB, and I think Venom, I'm pretty sure Venom is the one that died. Not sure what that is. That was Xantotol. And then the last thing I grabbed from the guy is the Nachtlich, the demo compilation on Livre Mortis. Next one is also Livre Mortis. He had a drop today. I think there's some good stuff still there. A lot of test presses. The copies of the comp that will come up later. So yeah, there's a lot to grab if you have cash laying around. Will I get this out? Yes, because it's worth it. Twin Pillars of Nocturnal Hatred, so demo 1 and second ritual. I think there was one more, or the third ritual is coming out on Inferna Profundis. I think the pre-orders are up now, CD and vinyl, so they are doing some sick stuff too. They, for example, did the Astral Serpent, or the Crucifixion Bell, I think, the full length. They also released that one, so the scope is back on that label. Livre Mortis, so you know what you get. Fold over, screen printed, nothing on the inside. The repress had this one on the inside, the by now semi-legendary inserts. All invocations of nocturnal hatred herein deconsecrated by UE. Hail to the Vinlandic hordes. Never forget the cult. Here we go. Been following these guys without even knowing it actually for a somewhat long time, so took a while to click, but Jesus Christ, what it does. These are the true freaks. They are like the Mons Veneris from Canada, maybe. Starting to think there is a true line. A split between these two bands would be paw-licking good. But yeah, already rambling. We're not even half an hour in. I kind of hope you like these, Wednesday night parties. Is my day off work for the foreseeable future, at least for this year, if we can keep paying it with the crisis. But yeah, here we go. This is the last vinyl I'm going to show. This is the comp that Livre Mortis did for their 100th release. It is a banger because it's a double records. You would expect a sleeve, but they stuck to their guns, or he, once again, stuck to their guns. There is a nice print in here dedicated to Lamb. I love this picture. There is a lot of backlash against, people worshipping him. Worship is, I'm not worshipping anymore, but yeah, I truly enjoy everything he does, so. All hail Lamb, for he does not rest, and he never sleeps. Hail House of First Light. But yeah, absolutely in love with this. I'm not sure who the original artist is, and I don't think it's on here. No. Track listing on the back. A lot of bands. I think everybody wanted to chip in. Old Crone, I think Nachtlich, Die Bikimitli, something like that. Gruesome Altar, Carved Cross, which have their maybe most clear and present black metal track. It's called Vivid Portrayal, so maybe there's something there. Rattenzirkel, which drove me crazy. Triangulum, Chandermond, Putrid March, Vitala, Lampier, Kekt, Warman Lord, Winds of Gladsheimer, Blood Magic, Spectral Kingdom, Old Crone, which have 2 tracks on here. Maybe that's intro, outro. I think so. I heard some. And bestiary is the second last. In memory of Lasse, in memory of Lamb, the Dark Magician. There we go. The connection between those three people were actually, or was actually something beautiful, I think. Lasse spoke highly of both of them, so I never talked to any of them about him, but I guess that will be the same. Is there anything in my papers? Yes. Why I was always or also talking about the Astral Serpent is because they sent me the full length, which is called. Did I write that down? Somewhere, I guess, but liminal dimensions of arterial lust. So they decided, or he decided to send me the full length. I haven't checked it out. I will maybe do a review, I guess. I never done that before, but we can do one and then do something extra in the next one of this. But yeah, it's that kind of support that truly blows me away. Actually, the other guy, Sagraf, yeah, said he was going to send some stuff over from his earlier works. So that Under the Dark Soil, Yang Liu contacted me today to ask if he could, if we could do a trade maybe, and he will send me some of his releases. Check out his roster. I think it's tape only. I'm not sure. Very good distro in the UK, unfortunately, but yeah. Yeah, very good stuff. And thanks to all of those guys. Thanks to everyone for the support. Now, last but not least, there is a tape that came in. There we go. Baffle Rehearsals. Came out, I think, self-released and then distributed to Medieval Prophecy. There is a Medieval Prophecy, another flyer for upcoming releases. Will I sell them all? They're just 5. So Regnum Tenebrarum Legende Noire on LP and CD. Moon of Sesbet, Dawn of Morbid Sorcery, awesome. Forbidden Temple 2, Pact with Evil, awesome. Pact with Evil is this tape, which is going to come out on vinyl, I guess. Dracon Hail, L'Autre Lieu, and Orcblood Ghosts, Paths of Serpentrion, I think. Oh, those titles, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But yeah, cool to see that label, that keeps popping. What's this? It's the address, mainly for postal purposes. This tape was actually lost. My Baffle, I have a poster there from Skograd, my Baffle Rehearsals tape, I thought was lost because he sent it last Thursday. Jay, thank you very much for hooking me up always. And yeah, he contacted me. He said, I think it's lost because that's a long time. Today I was going to check one more time on my free day. I thought it was going to come in today, and there were 2 old people, male and female, a couple, I guess, in their 70s. They were doing something in my mailbox, and they were shoving this in. It came a town over in a street that looks or sounds like mine, but it's not. But yeah, it's finally here, so gives a shit. I was under the impression, since this is Buffalo Rehearsal 1 and 2, that they were tracks from this thing. I'll put last mashup. I don't know if I'm going to do bookmarks for all of these. Just going to have to figure out where are playing Amos, I think 7. Yes, there it is, to the central. Number 7 and number 12 in the back. I was under the impression that the tracks came from, there we go, under the Black Pentagram, Step into the Black Pentagram, sorry, and then Pact with Evil, but it seems they are brand new tracks. And the track list goes as follows. Intro, Morbid, Summoning, Dark, Worship, The Faces of Pentagram, which is an Abbey Gore cover. Then an intermezzo, At the Tomb of Creation, Blasphemous Howling, and In the Rotten Grave. Now, there were always a 2-piece. It seems they are a 3-piece now. These Baffle Rehearsals were recorded in February or March 2022. Forbidden Temple is Tenebrae. Aliarept, sorry. One more time. Agaliarept and L, which is a new letter in the Forbidden Temple alphabet. So yeah, rehearsal for, I don't know. It sounds amazing. This is not just rehearsal material. It is Very well recorded. The last one, which was that one? Last one recorded in the bunker. I talked about it. Oh yeah, the 7-inch. This one with a great cover. This was the last recorded in that WR bunker or something, or WB bunker. I'm not sure. Yeah, the sound is incredible. There is no tank list on here, so you don't know where their influences are coming from this time. But he has a. You have to look at the shirts people are wearing, I guess. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, his shirt is the Black Prophecies shirt. There you go. I looked it up today. I had no idea. With Descent into Hell, I've written down Forbidden. Oh yeah, Forbidden Temple. Black Prophecies with Descent into Hell from 2012. I don't know if it better shows up. That is a cover of the full length from that album. They have 2 demos that were earlier, I guess. Maybe the full is also earlier, but the CD came out 2012. Very rehearsal sound, but it's as if the rehearsal space was something like Chernobyl, something massive, something very big. And I'm going to turn the scope onto Italy for a while, since I always said there were no good bands in Italy, but checking out Mortuary Drape, checking out Black Prophecies, I only knew The Secret or some of that stuff, so I guess that's it. Is there anything else? What are we doing? 36, that is crazy. Yeah, I think we're there. Crypt did an update. He had some Poisonous Sorcery, Charlie. The best stuff is gone, I guess, but there are always records someone is looking for that are still up there. So check that out. Anything else? GGM plus NEP. I don't know what that is. That's it. We have run through my entire. There you go. You can check that one out. That's it. A lot of material to get into. Support the Pankaka zine if you're into, scenes and good-looking stuff. For now, cheers to all the people supporting the channel, to Athoms, and we'll see you, I guess, in, I don't know. Sky's the limit now because I can do whatever I want. Athoms. See you soon.